Okay, this video is going through how you export and import data to and from an Access database. So we'll look at exporting data, so that's moving data away from your database somewhere else. Do that one first because that's the easiest one. So to export, you use the External Data tab, which is at the top, and then you can see under here Export, you choose which kind of file you want to move your data to. So there's Excel. So Excel's really useful for if you want to move your data to a spreadsheet, perhaps where you're going to put charts into it and formulas. PDF. So remember, PDF's the Adobe software, so that'll be a document where you don't want people to edit it, but it still keeps all its colour and formatting. And then the other main one is under the More button. You've got the HTML document, which is your web page. So all you do is select the object that you want to export. So click on it on the left hand side. So let's say I want to export this report here. Click on it, and then if I choose I want to export it to a PDF, it'll ask me where I want to save it and what I want to call it. And then once I save that, it'll do all the work for me and actually save the PDF document to the source that I've asked. So exporting is ever so easy. Importing. Well, there's two things you're going to import. You're either going to import a brand new spreadsheet into a brand new table. So we'll do that one first. So let's say here, under the import, I say, there we go, my Excel file. Let me go and browse. Let me go and locate the file. So go and find it in your My Documents or USB, wherever you've saved it. So in this case, I'm going to import this file here. And then you have a choice. Do I want to import it and create a brand new table? Or do I want to add it to an existing table? If we choose the top one, then it'll say to me, well, okay, I'm going to read this Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to assume that the top row is the name of the field. So already it's going to create your field names for you. And if you go to the next button, you can change your field names if you like. You can select certain rows not to import if you don't want those in your table, to save you deleting them later. And you can even pick your own primary key or none at all, depending on what you want. And then give it a name. So if I call this is table membership, you'll see that then on the left I'll have a brand new table that's created called membership, and I go into that and then I can edit it. Edit it because you're probably going to find that things like your validation rules you're going to still have to put on later. And then the final one, importing an Excel spreadsheet into an existing database. Now this is where it gets messy, or possibly. What you need to do first is go to your Excel spreadsheet that you're going to import and check the name of the titles here are exactly the same as the names of your titles in your database. So go to your database that you want to import. So I'm going to import it into this table, Games R Us. So go to your design and check that the names of the fields are exactly the same. They must be exactly the same, otherwise your import won't work. The second thing to check is that the kind of data you're importing here again is exactly the same as the rules you've already got in that table in your Access database. So if on my field in Access database for console it's got date, but in my table here the console is text, it's not going to import it, so they must exactly marry up. And then the final one is here, I've already created an ID number, the primary key, whereas in my database the field called ID is actually the auto number, so it wouldn't import that field. So all this you need to do before you import, and in this case I'd have to completely delete that primary key field and save my file before I could import it. My field names are the same, so I'm okay with that. And then if I go back to my Access database, close all my tables off, remember you've got to have all your objects closed, and then if I choose to import Excel, append to the existing table, pick my file, so if I remember rightly it was that one, then you'll find that it'll all be happy and it'll work. Okay, and that's it.